Going on, fam? It's a cold, wet day out here in Oklahoma. We're at Hardcut Bully Kennels, man. I'm out on our morning walk with a couple of the bullies. That Hardcut Cream and that Hardcut Legend. Legend helping me with the walk. But I wanted to talk today. I had a viewer ask me a question that I thought was a pretty interesting question. He asked me to talk about breeding with the Runt. The Runt and with double muscle pups. But in particular, the Runt, that seemed kind of interesting to me. Because, this is my take on it. You know, everybody's got their own, but to my experience. Because back in the day, the Runt was not desired. You know, back in the day, I remember being a kid, my cousins had a litter of beautiful pit bulls. They was all black. And he probably had 13, 14 of them. I asked him for one, and I begging him, he finally gave me, guess what, the Runt. And it was deformed. His head was 3 times the size of the rest of his body. And about a week later, he died. If he had lived, I might have bought the exotic bully into play back in '83, man. But he didn't live. But in the bully game, the Runt is like gold. Everybody wants to run. I mean, you have a litter of pocket bullies, and then all of a sudden, one of them is a Runt, and he's very small. For us, for bully breeders, it's a lot because it could go from, a $3,000 dog to a $10,000 dog real quick. Just for being a Runt. Just because the size of it. And the reason for that is one particular reason. Everybody's chasing the dwarfism gene. And if you can get that in there, you can make a lot of short pups. And then American bully stuff, the shorter, the more expensive. The smaller, the more expensive. That's why you don't see a whole lot of XXL breeders, but you see a ton of micro breeders, exotic bully breeders, because it's more money. But there are some drawbacks to doing this that they don't look at. This can be dangerous. And like I said, the Runt that I had as a kid had a deformity in it. And a lot of these will be that way, but you're blinded because of the possible money that you can make. They're blinded. They're not gonna say that dog is worthless. So they'll run with it and run with it. I seen a guy had a dog, man, looked like Mr. Miyagi, but it only had 3 good legs. One of his legs was crippled from birth. He damn sure tried to breed it because of that dwarfism gene. If they could just get one out of another litter, it would help. But all I would say is do the same critique that you would do on any breed stock or you'll be in trouble. I don't care if it's the Runt, if it's the pick of the litter, it's got to have the same criteria checked off. It's got to have less than 2 flaws in order to be breed stock. And I don't care if it hurts your feelings. You could have a dwarf pup and sell him for an expensive price, but sell him as a pet if he got more than 2 flaws. Because if you sell that dwarf as a breed stock and it's got more than 2 flaws in it, you're gonna double up on something ugly, man. And that's what happens a lot of times with these breeds that you're seeing that are just deformed all the way. It's a lot of that doubling up that you can't do. And just to get it all out of the way. You just do it right. Don't breed unless it's 2 flaws or less. If it's more than 2 flaws, don't breed. Now, if you get a runt that don't have 2 flaws, man, you in business. Don't sell that one. Keep him. Keep him. And that's wild, but that's how it is with American bullies. We're gonna keep that runt, and we're gonna give him a shot. He might not even look that good from the beginning, but we're gonna keep him around just to see, is he gonna turn out good. But the dangers is you could put something, you could double up on something that you don't wanna. You're not gonna be able to build a line off of it. And you need to find another female that's opposite of what he got going on. So my thing is, for whatever you're doing, whatever size you're doing, whether it's the runt, whether it's the double muscle pup, whatever pup in the litter that you're trying to breed, give it the same criteria. Does it have 2 flaws or less? If it has less than 2 flaws, it can be breed stock. look, little legend. You think he a big boy already. Bottom line, if it doesn't have less than 2 flaws, it's not breed stock, and you should not be breeding it. And if it's a runt, you definitely should not be breeding it. Something's gonna come out wrong. But I know it's tempting though, because of the money. And that's the thing with all this being ethically right, is doing stuff not for money, but because it's right, man. This girl Cream here, she got a litter of pups on the way. She's about 2 weeks pregnant right now. She's in the house with us. If you want to get a pup, I need you to get on that Hard Cut member list. Hit the join button right under the video right now. I'll give you all the details. You need to be a Hard Cut Pick member in order to be able to get a pup. We did have a waiting list, and all the people that were on the waiting list are still on the waiting list. They have the first priority for this litter. But we have about 3 litters coming this year. So if you want to get on the list, you want to get a pup, you're going to have to get on that, hit that join button. It'll give you details on becoming a Hard Cut Pick member. Hard Cut Pick members are going to get all of the first shot at everything. Y'all going to see it live when I'm getting the C-section done, when the pups come out, when the pups is there. Everything is going to be first to the members. So if you want a pup, become a Hard Cut Pick member. If you want to get early look at everything, become a Hard Cut member. We got a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and Hard Cut members get a lot of extras right now. You're getting to see any video before it really comes out. And we got a lot of chats. As soon as we get about 10 people, we'll be able to highlight our members below the video. So it'll be able to advertise your company or your kennel under the video. It's worth $6.99 to do that. So consider becoming a member, man. Consider joining Hard Cut. Keeping up to date with this boy Legend is worth it just in that. But this girl Cream is gonna have an excellent litter. That is structure right there. We're gonna do a video tomorrow, and we're gonna break down structure from the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail. We're gonna break down every step so that you can see how to critique a dog and to know what breed stock is. I'm gonna give you, that's a preview right there, you know. I'm gonna give you a little preview. That's a little preview right there. You better leave her alone. I know she wasn't gonna hurt him. But tomorrow we're gonna do that. We're gonna go over every part of American Bully flaws. How I pick apart your dog. When you walk up to me and tell me how good your dog is, I'm gonna show you the things that I'm thinking about when you walk up to me. I'm gonna show you how to pick apart any dog, man. where you'll be a critique yourself. So we're gonna stop this bad breeding, man. And we're gonna keep them. We're gonna get everything straight, man. And when they get through messing around and playing around, come on off the bench for the big win, man. Get you something hard cut. It's on.